Hi, I'm Andrea and welcome to Productive C#. In this video, I want to present the minimal Blazor WebAssembly project. When you use Visual Studio and you create a new Blazor WebAssembly project, the default template contains a lot of files and is effectively a fully fledged application in order to demonstrate a lot of Blazor features. What I wanted to do in this video was to remove all the non-essential elements of the default projects so that you can start learning Blazor from scratch using the minimum amount of features to start. So let's have a look what the minimum Blazor WebAssembly project looks like. As you can see, there is a single project here, and this is simply a .NET Standard library that is targeting .NET Standard, and is also referencing Microsoft ASP.NET Core Components WebAssembly DLLs. That's it. That's what a Blazor WebAssembly project is. And you can see there is a www root folder that contains an index.html page. This page contains a script tag that downloads the Blazor WebAssembly JavaScript file that effectively contains all the runtime required in order to be able to run .NET C# in the browser, and also rendering the app root component. Loading is shown while the framework is initialized on the first time you access the site. But how this app root component is registered, that's where program comes into place. Program is effectively contains a main method that is creating a WebAssembly host builder, and this line of code is registering the root component app inside Blazor, and then is running the application. App.razor is where the root component is defined, and this is effectively very common markup that is added inside app.razor, is using the router component that is mentioned in the current assembly as effectively looking inside all the assembly to find all the pages that are present. In our case, we have only one page, index.razor, and making sure that the URLs the user visit will match with the various pages. And that's effectively what this does. There is a section called found that is passing all the parameters down to the specific component that will render the page. But if no pages have been found that match the URL, the not found components kicks in and effectively showing some markup that is your 404 page. So this is very, very standard. I'm going to show you how it works at runtime in a second. And the index.razor page is effectively the main page that is available in this application, that is simply showing welcome to Productive C# to the screen. The page directive is specifying when this should be visualized. In this case, slash means this is the root of the application. That's it. That's exactly what it is, and there is nothing more than that other than launch settings.json inside properties that contains some two profiles to be able to run the application. You can run it using IIS Express, or you can run it as a command line application. Okay, if I press F5, now I'm running the application in the browser. As you can see, it's now loading the framework. It should show loading here. There we go. It's downloading the Blazor framework and initializing the runtime, and then there we go. As you can see, it's visualizing the main page. If I try to go to another page that doesn't exist, for example, the root component, the app root component, realize that this page doesn't exist and is displaying what is inside the not found attribute. And that's pretty much it. So this is really the minimum Blazor WebAssembly project that you can have. And you can deploy it very easily by publishing this application and copying all the files being produced in anywhere in a web server, and then you should be able to access your application anywhere. This project does not depend on ASP.NET Core, doesn't require an ASP.NET Core web server, and is effectively the minimum Blazor WebAssembly project that you can have. You can start from this project to learn more about Blazor, and that's what we're going to do in the rest of the videos in the course. Thank you very much for listening.